CEO and Chief Troublemaker at Matrix Europe International. Listen in as top execs tell all, revealing the creative and innovative things they're doing to increase membership, generate revenue, nurture engagement, and reimagine their organizations. So,
got that down.
Yeah, live stream that.
We are streaming. YouTube hasn't kicked in yet for me, unless there's like. Oh, there we go.
I want the positioning. So, Dave, move in a little bit. So, are we going to be like this? You think?
Oh, it is live now.
So where do we look so that it looks like we're looking at the guest? Like if I look like that, does it look, if I'm looking at the screen, does it look like I'm looking at the camera?
You're looking at the guest meeting. Yeah, I think you're looking, you have to look at right there.
I know I have to look right there, but.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay. Cause like if the teleprompter is coming off the top, then I'll be looking at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so Brandon, can you read this? And on the TV behind us, I can read that, and I don't know if your vision's any better than mine, but that would be a challenge for me to read on the little computer.
On the little computer.
From this distance.
I guess the other thing we could do is, do we have a large laptop with a good mic that we could use as the
could we just make the screen size bigger to make it more legible?
Well,
your pixels.
Sorry, I was listening to the YouTube feeds. I'm like 30 seconds behind what you're saying, Dave. But I think what Brian suggested might work then. If we put StreamYard up in the on the TV and just the teleprompter on the laptop, then that kind of solves that. Where you can't read, where you can read the private chat, but also.
Then the teleprompter is on the big TV.
No, I was thinking the opposite. The teleprompter on the laptop where you guys are looking straight, and then the private chat is on the and StreamYard is on the big TV, so you can read notes.
We could also find the legs for that, and instead of put it on that stand, put it right on the counter behind this, the big TV.
I'll task you with trying to find.
Let's not do that. That's too much work. Let's do it. So if I'm looking like this, does it look like I'm looking at the audience?
It's close. It's pretty close.
Okay. All right.
How are you looking?
I'm actually looking at you.
On the TV or here?
On the laptop, I'm looking at you because I think I want to be looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is on a 30-second delay, so this is what you look like.
Okay.
Oh, that's how I watch football games now.
That's how you watch football games?
Yeah. So if my son is following a game in Florida, and I'm watching it on NFL Direct, whatever, and we're texting the whole time, he'll text touchdown, and I'll be like, "What? No! Don't tell me that."
30 seconds behind.
Because I'm delayed.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I deal with the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dave.
Yeah.
Tell us about the winners.
The winners?
Or like the candidates or the finalists or whatever they are.
They made some fantastic dishes. They were all fantastic. One of them was a pasta dish, one of my favorites. Another was a Mexican dish.
You're a pasta guy.
I'm a pasta guy. Yeah. I wish I had a little more zing to it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I like spicy things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and is it distracting that the mic is right there in the middle?
No, I think it's not that bad.
I think it actually looks more professional.
This looks like a phallic symbol just coming out between me and David. My problem. So
I am childish.
My psychologist told me not to worry about things like that.
So and the video quality is actually pretty good. So if we had to do this, it's okay.
Yeah, is this the Mac?
No, this is just my Lenovo.
Oh wow, yeah, it's great.
Okay, it's not even my nice 4K camera. And the audio sounds good if Dave and I are talking like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
The framing, do we need I'm tall, so I'm 6'3". So where my head is relative to the top of this picture, I don't think David Fink is.
He's not as tall. And I don't think Leslie is tall either.
So probably we're just whatever.
So we'll work it out. But actually, whatever you did to frame this, it looks really nice. It's nice and straight. So we'll need to futz with this. Okay.
Yeah, it does look good.
Okay, good. Okay, so here's the question. So we know we're going to have a laptop in front with some kind of camera, right? Mm-hmm. And then we'll have. Do we need the TV?
So I think
if it distracts them and they look at the TV, like guys here, now I'm looking at the TV because I'm distracted by it. looks like I'm not aware that I'm on camera, doesn't it?
Oh, it's not too bad.
I
I guess the other thing is, do we need other camera angles?
kind of thinking not.
Well, so like, okay, I'm gonna set up. Can somebody please Slack me the StreamYard, because I'm gonna go into StreamYard on my iPad. Not Slack me, email me or text me. You got an iPhone, right? Can you send it to
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Where's that link? Is it this? It's the link that I'm looking at the browser here, right?
Does the Matrix Group guest Wi-Fi still work?
Yeah, yeah, and so does this one. The
Here, I can actually just text it because I just have my Mac
Awesome. Okay.
with me, so it's connected to my phone.
Oh, you're gonna send it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Did that go through, Joanna?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Yep, got it. Thank you.
Oh, Brandon, do you have the YouTube stream up right now?
Yes.
Okay, so those don't come through. Those come through like any other comment on YouTube.
They do. Well, no, not exactly. They come through like a regular comment, but they're highlighted, and they come highlighted as Brian Clark, which is good because
My account.
that's his YouTube account. So it's like
Okay.
whatever YouTube account they're connected to. It doesn't have to do with StreamYard really.
Okay, that's good to know.
Because I also posted and it came up. Well, I guess we're all the same StreamYard account, but
Yeah.
so it'll be the FMI. It would say like whatever from FMI.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because we were kind of curious about how that worked.
Yeah.
Cool.
I forgot that the highlighting was this though. So
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be using that, but
No.
Hey, so I just.
We'll turn the speaker down on the iPad. Okay.
We're just in a test.
Nope.
So we're going to be supporting her on that.
We're getting reverb coming through on the iPad. Is the volume turned all the way down?
See?
Okay, that should be better now. Nope.
All right, well.
Oh, Mark's a duck now.
we could probably use that
iPad's
one
not in here
again.
now.
I don't know what to do to get rid of
better, isn't it?
The reverb. No, I can't get rid of it. Just get rid of all of it. I don't know.
What if you plugged in your headphones?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that point of view with this many people before.
So I don't know which one is the iPad. Which is the iPad?
That actually looks kind of good.
The angled look?
This one?
This point of view, we've never used it with this many people before.
Yeah, the two side by side is not great, but the other one's a little better.
Yeah, with 7 people, it's not bad.
There you go. A little more room.
Because it feels a lot more than this one. Although the widescreen is cut off, but
Okay, so here's the question. Like, do we need the iPad a different view?
And if you provide a different view, are they going to continue to look forward? Or are they going to like the news anchor?
Like the news anchor.
I mean,
We have to be a lot closer.
yeah, right now we see a lot of
Background?
mhm.
Also, we don't have like a good notification to indicate when we're
switch.
switching cameras. If it's like,
Plus, it's
let's
just the fact that you're behind a counter is a little awkward because it's not like you can like. It's not like it's like an L-shaped desk where you're turned and you're still in front of something. Like, you know, in this case, Brian is sort of exposed.
Yeah, and blocking out Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we did, it would be, I would say, 2 from sort of in the front, just slightly off, but I'm not sure that we need it, to be honest.
Oh, I have an idea. Stand in front of the microwave, Brian. So, like, if maybe at another point in the program, they wanted to have just like David all by himself,
Mm-hmm.
he could like walk, right? He could walk
Yeah.
over there, and then this is already there, and you like, you know, put him on the screen basically.
Mm-hmm.
How did the teleprompter work for that?
Well, that's a good question, Mark. I have no idea.
Well,
And
the
it-
prompter,
And it's a little farther. I mean, it's farther from the mic too. So like, if
Oh,
the
right.
plan was to use the one mic and not have to switch any audio, then
Brian, start talking. No, you have to talk because we want to hear the microphone.
right, and I'm talking about some stuff. I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work.
I think it looks a little slappy.
Let's
like
see how the
echoing.
iPad mic sounds. I'm curious.
What's that?
Joanna, do you mind unmuting the iPad mic?
So what's going on? I'm talking. We're looking for an echo. It sounds like we're getting a little bit of echo out of something.
Turn down the jobber.
Yeah, it's because it's coming out of the Jabra.
Okay. Brian, keep talking.
And it's a great day today. I was very upset. I was looking out the conference room window, saw the open sign for Clark Street Grill, ran down there really quick in hopes to have a pretty good Philly cheesesteak sandwich for $7.99 with large order of fries. But unfortunately, the Hyatt took over. So rip Clark Street Grill. Those guys are gone.
Okay,
It's
stop
not-
talking.
Okay, it doesn't sound good, honestly.
No.
So I think I'm not sure.
I mean, we will be changing the background for a different visual to mix it up. So
Oh, they're doing that with this too?
yeah, we'll do that at a couple different points. So like the different camera, if it's too complicated, we can go without that if needed.
You know, I mean, I'll bring the iPad just in case. If we want to, like, leading up to the show, you know, they can just show a behind the scenes kind of thing. You know?
That sounds nice.
This laptop setup's actually pretty nice. I don't even know if we need this big TV, although everyone can see what's going on with the big TV at least.
Well, the other thing that I can do is I don't have a big laptop, but Maki does. And maybe we can borrow his laptop for an hour. Or I can bring in my Mac too. And
You're
it's
talking
got a
about
bigger screen.
for the
Instead of
screen
using
size,
my
yeah.
laptop, we can use my screen.
That should be fine too. So if you're doing a rehearsal, like
Wait, I have an idea.
the rehearsal would be a good time to like be able to make sure that stuff's good to go.
Hang on. You guys said that for mission leaders, they would focus on just Dennis. So do you want to like keep the Dave, move to the left a little bit, and then like if we wanted to, we could have Brian.
You want me out of the shot
Yeah.
completely? Okay.
Yeah, so like see how it's just Brian?
Yeah.
So if they end up talking about, if they're like, oh, for this, oh, you got the camera working.
That's on my laptop.
So if we said, hey, for this particular award, it's just going to be David talking, then it's kind of visual. I don't know.
So this isn't too bad. We could actually tripod this maybe, because this is out of frame on the main screen. But then there's a close-up of me.
Right.
So if it is the case,
So we connect that to another laptop. Okay.
but this like the camera's right here. It's out of picture. I mean, it's out of picture of the main shot.
Right.
So one thing Streamer can do is if you hit the present button, you can present an extra camera off the same machine. You don't have to have two machines connected.
Oh, that'd be.
I don't know what that means.
You can have two cameras off of one machine.
Oh. So we need to figure out where to put that camera. And so I'm thinking what we do, guys, is we have 3 cameras. Maybe it's like the main one and then just 2 cameras. And then when we practice on Monday, we'll say, hey, do you want both of you in the shot the whole time, or do you sometimes just want us to focus on Leslie when it's just Leslie talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they were going to add more like back and forth, so they were going to try to have it mostly the 2 of them. But if we can set up and present that option, but
And it's a half an hour program.
yeah.
It's going to be more than that, guys. We're going to pull people in live.
Yeah, and if Dave is going to want to ask follow-up questions to people, it'll run.
Yeah.
Are they just going to be one rectangle in the like we're seeing here? Like, what's the production value of it? Is it? It's
Well,
not
they're
going
going
to
to bring in people. They're going to bring in the finalists and the
but
winners.
remotely.
Yeah.
Did we lose our connection to everyone?
No.
Oh.
They focused on.
Oh, I
you.
see.
Right,
I see.
just 'cause they're just-
Yeah, because that's what it'll look like, Dave. So.
Oh, okay. You were showing me that, and I see.
Mhm.
And then they're going to bring in people, and it's going to go to this, and you're going to see the people, and then back to them, and like that.
Right, and it's going to be side by
Exactly.
side.
I see.
Yeah. So they'll bring winners up one at a time. So it'll be from them. They'll bring up a winner side by side. The winner will be focused on, and then they'll go back and forth a little bit, and then just go on to the next award, next
I see.
one. So.
So if they wanted to do this thing where they focus on one person, just David or whatever, or Leslie, then when the winner goes up, that's when they could like
Switch.
move out of the frame so that the camera back on them,
Yeah, and I
shows
think
one.
we'll
Or,
just have to ask him that. We'll say, hey, do you ever want it to just be just David?
Yeah.
So in that case, we'll need 2 additional cameras. So we'll keep Brian's, and then we'll set up another machine with another laptop. I'm sorry, another laptop with a camera. So we'll have 3 cameras that you guys can choose from. And then maybe when we practice on Monday, we can say, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's me.
So the one thing to think about for that, and it's the same thing that with mission leaders as we did it. So if we have the mic, like the one good mic set up in the middle of them, when we do switch to other cameras, we want to continue using that mic, which then it gets a little bit. There has to be someone there ready to kind of control everything.
What do you mean? We'll just keep the audio from the mic the whole time.
And the cameras are all still pointing at the same place, right?
Yeah, they're all, so what I'm thinking, Brandon, is there's 3 cameras. One camera gets both of them in the frame. The other one just gets Leslie. The other one just gets David. But there's
Yeah, no, and that makes sense. But like, Fred, you know what I'm talking about? Where if we want the audio to come from the main camera, but then we're using a second camera just for David, say, we'd have to turn off the camera on the main one to continue getting that audio. Like, right? Does that make sense, Mark and Brad?
The only way to do that otherwise would just be to go to this point of view.
Oh, because it covers it. Yeah. Mm.
But if you wanted to have people side by side, it wouldn't work.
I think it might be best. We were talking about this yesterday, just to have a laptop that's dedicated to just audio. So no video stuff on it, no cameras, just microphone and speakers on the one laptop, and then it's just easier to juggle everything with
That's
that.
fine. Okay. So,
Yeah,
so
definitely. That makes sense.
So I might need 3 laptops then, 4 laptops, because one will be the camera for both of them, and maybe that laptop has 2 cameras. The one that's both of them, and the other one that's just Leslie, and then we'll have another laptop that's just David, and then we'll have another laptop that's just audio. Is that what you guys are telling me?
Yes, yeah, because then the audio one will just stay off camera, have audio input and output, and all the other ones will be muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brandon, can somebody please start a document right now for the things that we need? We need 3 laptops, 2 or 3 nice cameras. So one laptop will be connected to the mic and the other camera. One laptop will be connected to the mic and the other one will be with the 2 of them. Oh, that's not. Oh, I have one of those. So I can.
Mark, do you see what I'm doing right now? So I'm sharing my camera only through the Present extra camera, and it's separated from my audio.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And then I can pull my audio off screen and leave the camera on. So I think we can eliminate one of the laptops that's needed.
So you can just share the audio as one of those, yeah.
So the laptop that's doing audio only can also have 1 camera.
So we're down to 3.
3 what?
3 laptops.
Well, yeah.
Brad, how are you? What are you setting as your main camera then?
Same camera.
Oh, so the.
The lighting seems good.
Yeah. So the other question is, do I need my ring light? Okay, set up the ring light.
The shot with Dave and Brian.
Isn't that cool?
Oh wow.
What is it you're
It's a
looking
pretty
at?
interesting feature they have.
Is one like a blurred background? Is that why it's different?
Yeah, the secondary one is not blurred.
So
Actually,
So
Mark,
given that,
the
actually-
quality of your 2 video feeds are different.
Okay, I need a USB.
it's a slightly different hue too.
Is one better than the other?
All right,
The
so
delay is different.
given that, then I think we only
It's
need
probably
2 laptops.
software processing the second camera, so that's why there's probably a little bit of a delay. Oh, that's trippy.
Okay.
Which
Oh,
laptop is hooked up to the side by side shot of Brian and Dave?
All right, I'm going to turn on the ring light, okay? And you guys can tell me if you need it.
I haven't seen a difference yet.
Well, the difference is in your glasses. Just
Yeah.
David Fincourt's glasses, right?
I was gonna say if they wear glasses, ring lights are a notorious
They're going to reflect off.
offender.
No ring lights.
I don't think it's making a difference as far as anything else on us.
Oh, it's on. Yeah, I didn't really notice.
Let me try it just like this. Might be too low. No?
It just
And
doesn't
it's
make
creating-
a.
And it's creating reflections.
I feel like the iPad cameras actually get the warmest look.
I was gonna say the iPad camera looks the best.
Well, hold on a second. I think I've got.
Well, as far as the color goes, it looks less washed out than the other cameras.
Oh no, I don't have a filter on.
I guess it's Joanna's laptop that's showing the two of you.
Yeah.
Can someone go on there and in the StreamYard add an extra camera, do present and then extra camera?
Hang on. I have something to make this easy. Here.
How do you do it? Or what? How?
So down at the bottom where it says present,
Yeah, I'm there.
click on extra camera.
I didn't see extra camera. I see present, slides, video file, or share screen.
Oh, there must be a admin only thing.
Joanna's not logged in as an admin. She's just a user. Or that machine is.
Oh, log in. Can I log in the middle of the session?
Yeah.
We may need a code from Brian or from Ray again, but
I think I actually have to drop since we're going a good amount over. I have a few tasks to take care of.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything. Bye.
Thanks, Mark.
so Brad, yeah, what I'm thinking is, can you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that the color is so different between the three cameras.
Yeah. Dave, if you're there and need a login code, it's 124821. Or Brian.
Then extra camera. All right.
Yeah.
Now what? So I do share.
There's only one. There's only one camera hooked up to that at the moment.
Is
It
there
may
a
let you do
built-in
the same
camera?
one twice, though. It should.
Hit share.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So basically what we'll do is one of these, even though they're both on camera technically, one of these will be, you can turn off the camera feed and we'll just use the audio from it. And that'll be as if we're using the dedicated audio only laptop. And then we'll have the other camera on that device is the two of you. And then we have one more laptop with two cameras for the individual shots. So we only need two laptops.
Okay, but the audio coming here, does that mean we don't need a microphone or a speaker?
No, we still need the microphone and the speaker.
I guess I don't know I don't need to know, really.
Basically, camera only.
So if they turn off, if they uncheck start cam on the JP laptop.
I don't know if they can turn off for one of those only.
Oh no, that was the wrong one.
Well, so all I did was, okay, so now it's shared, what will be, there it is. Okay. So I have a ... on both cameras.
No, on the very bottom where it says mute settings, turn off start cam. Click start cam again.
Oh, turn it off again.
Yeah.
Stop extra camera.
No, not the extra camera, the main camera. Next to the mute button.
Oh, stop camera.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have an audio only feed and we have a camera only feed from that main.
Oh, I understand. So what he's doing is there's a setting in here where if like you can add someone to the stream, but if they don't have a camera, the box goes away. So if you had like a voice of God scenario where you wanted to have somebody like talk but not be on camera, you have to have the main camera off. This doesn't make any sense. It's not making any sense.
Yeah.
So if you have the camera, there's a setting where if you have the main camera, forget the two camera things. I could join this and not be on camera. All you hear is the voice. You don't hear anything else. So if you had like an announcer You know, like, come on down, like the guy's not on the screen, but you can hear him.
Yeah.
We can do that here. And then if we have if we enable the second camera, that allows us to toggle it into frame and out of frame, but this is always on. So this is always hot.
Okay, I have another laptop. Do we need it?
What was the final decision on the camera placement?
I would like 3 cameras so that we can do double and 1 each. So is that the camera placement for like if we just want David?
So who knows? But here's here it is. Like I'm talking and I'm like, hey, I have an interesting story to tell.
Wait, hang on. So this is the laptop.
If I'm like, hey, I have an interesting story to tell, let me tell you about this. So this thing was happening and stuff was happening, but Dave, what do you think? Let's come back to Dave.
And then third camera, right? That doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, no, so like I'm thinking, I don't know that we'll need it. But what I'm thinking is they'll do some back and forth. And then if they're like, so Leslie says, Dave, you're going to introduce the finalists for X award. So he's got an extended speaking part. It's just awkward for Leslie to be standing there looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if there's an extended speaking part, then maybe we switch over to the single camera.
This single camera, what you just did a minute ago, I thought looked great. And they switched the
important thing is that we still want to use this as like the only mic. So like if we have something like this, it doesn't require like a big movement.
Right.
So
it would have to be scripted very well to make it.
And we just need a piece of tape that tells Leslie step on this side of whatever.
You don't even have to step. I can just literally
I
just
thought I was just a little still in that shot.
turn my focus and put it right here.
Is that my shoulder? There you go. I mean, we can position it so it's.
Oh yeah, I guess I could. Like,
yeah.
I don't even need to step, but I mean, I just sway a little bit to the right, and I can look right into this.
I don't like the reflection.
On the glasses or on the thing behind him?
No, on Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a teleprompter. I can do this live, baby.
Okay.
The big issue though is there's some latency between the JP's laptop audio and Brian's laptop camera. So there's some desync between the two.
Oh.
I assume that's the case of. So to catch up to speed, we have this essentially acting as the voice of God. You know, you can turn the camera off, but you can still talk. So essentially the main camera is off here, but StreamYard allows for what's called an extended camera. So you can run 2 cameras off. So we have the same camera as an extended camera. So we can turn that camera on and off without actually hitting the camera button.
Right.
You know, just slide that in. But it sounds like that causes like some milliseconds delay.
Both on the camera, it's being run by the same laptop?
Probably has to do something with some sort of software render to duplicate the camera or something is my guess.
Yeah, because Mark was in here with one camera like duplicated, and it was just 2 of him. So,
that's the YouTube feed, right?
On the delay.
Yeah, this one's like heavily delayed because it's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody watching?
2 people.
I hope not.
Brad, is that a concern, Brad? Like, if we do go from the double shot, like, is there a smooth way to do it without an overlay, without like a curtain to kind of transition?
But it sounds like what we should do is, I don't think there's going to be a shortage of laptops, so we should just have the Voice of God laptop that runs the audio, right? And then just have a separate.
Right, but there's a delay if we have the other cameras, is what Brad's saying. So.
Yeah, like we're watching your laptop camera and JP's laptop mic, and your voice doesn't sync up with your video.
Oh, my Brian's laptop feed is laggy.
Yeah, it's like just like
I gotcha.
a tenth of a second behind. So it's
Is your camera connected to that?
For me, I can't even notice it, Brad. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I believe you, or like that makes sense. But to me, it's not like it's like a dubbing issue. It looks.
We watch movies on Hulu, and it happens all the time. You have to like pause and go back because it gets out of sync.
I don't think it's a bandwidth thing. It's just literally a case of this is capturing direct versus this stuff over here is firing to StreamYard, and then
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's not bad.
But when it's your laptop capturing both audio and video,
It just, if there's any delays, it knows what to do.
yeah, it
Yeah,
handles
exactly.
sync.
So, I mean, there's another option. No, that doesn't solve that.
This doesn't have a way to capture the audio. In other words, when we
Wait,
switch,
do we have the syncing problem if that camera is also connected to my laptop?
oh, maybe that's
So
it.
then it's running two cameras?
I mean, Brian, like wave your hands back and forth a little bit. See how it's like just slightly off?
Oh, yeah.
hmm
That's a delay, yeah.
Connected to my laptop.
It's not. Let's try that. Let's just unconnect it from here and connect it to here and see if that makes a difference.
I can share it. Whoop.
Okay, here.
You have one slot
I
available.
have one slot available.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so we'll probably need to go and define what.
Oh, here. So
So hit start camera there, and then go to
Yeah, that's so weird.
present extra camera. Logitech, that's the one. Hit share.
this one. Okay, and pull that down. Is that? There you go. Okay, now do wavies and let's do it. Make that our first test.
Much better.
Better? Well, because it's the same laptop, right?
Yeah, because it's the same. Now the same processor is sending both cameras.
But do you still capture audio if you just go to Brian's laptop?
Yeah, this is the problem now. Yeah, now you're muted.
Why not?
Because this
You
is
can't do a third camera, right? I mean, I could try.
No, I know that would be ideal.
because essentially when he takes this camera off, it takes this microphone off as well.
You're no longer a voice of God. You're actually a camera feed.
Audio.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
yes, that's silly.
So that's why we had the extended camera set up before, where we had the initial main camera off, but this could always be hot regardless of.
Got it, yep.
I mean, we can still have it work. It only works when you're monologuing. In this point of view.
It would make more sense to have a dedicated audio laptop, right? Or would that still
Right, but then we still have syncing.
Still
Then we
have
have latency
issues?
issues.
Yeah, because that's another machine.
So what's the issue with this one is that it's not a syncing issue, but when you're on this camera, you're not getting audio.
Yeah, this machine's capturing audio and video. If we go somewhere else where another machine's capturing video, you're still capturing audio here, so it's not synced. But if it was a case where like the other both laptops both had audio, there would not be an issue switching to cameras, but then you have like the potential for like audio issues.
Is this setup just between these two a problem right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In regard to so the lag's gone, but if he takes this camera off and just has this one, there's
I see.
no audio.
I see. Because that camera controls that audio.
Correct.
We would need to tell one of the presenters to disable the camera of the main
Too complicated.
feed, and that's probably too much in the
Yeah, like for
live on stage. Yeah.
for mission leaders, we had like their communications persons behind the stage kind of doing that, and it's even with that, it's it's one extra moving part that's not ideal.
Yeah, these people just like need to do their thing. So
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Person support, like a human being here with them.
Oh, God, we're doing the whole thing.
So could they not be worrying about that and one of a matrix person be doing what it is we're talking about, switching?
Yeah, but it's facing, well, we could. So one of the things we could do is we could connect this laptop to a nice camera.
Mhm.
And I can be on the other side, have the camera facing them, but have me facing the screen. Well, no,
Yeah.
that would work if we're using this as the teleprompter.
Teleprompter then.
Mhm. We'll have the huge TV behind you though. That's if you just need to be interacting. Can I interact like this mouse and watch that TV, right? I could.
I mean, alternatively, like I can put this camera on top of that TV. Well, that'd be too far away.
So all of this is get multiple cameras. They might say, you know what, we don't want that anyway.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no.
And this is all for naught, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to recommend a single camera, and I'll set up the iPad for the candid shot, getting set up.
So we're just brainstorming here. If there's like, let's say there's a little side story or something, like we could actually pre-record it. Obviously, I'd have to wear the same, like they either have to wear the same thing or like pre-record it before the show.
Time.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that little latency, I think we had it figured out. But
Yeah, we're so close. We're just like one step away on each solution.
But I have another one of these. Brandon, put down that I need to bring 2 tripods, a little one and a big one.
I'll leave this setup here.
Oh, you'll leave this one? Okay. Okay. You'll just leave it on your desk or in my conference room or something.
I'm just gonna on that TV. I'm gonna wheel that back in there. There's that little tray there.
Oh,
all this
just on the
stuff.
tray.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
have everything on the tray so it's all together.
Including the Jabra.
And we'll just leave it over on this side, right?
Jabra, I'm taking with me.
That's fine. Then I'll bring in my Jabra. So, Brandon, put in Jabra because I have a Jabra.
There's an extra one, isn't there, in the office?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think one by one. Like I take one in my laptop.
So you have one.
I've got one.
Oh, okay. That's a Jabra. You can use your Jabra.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On day off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll bring a bunch of stuff anyway. We'll practice. But I think I should definitely bring the iPad. iPad might be a good option for something.
Man, it sucks about that. This is like so easy.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And this is why like those big companies have those giant mixing boards and with all the levers and
We
switches.
need more knobs. If we had more knobs, this wouldn't.
Yeah, knobs. Exactly. Yeah, like 30 knobs and we're good to go.
Hey, Joanna, what's your little mixer? Don't you have a little mixer or something?
My sound mixer? I have a sound mixer.
It's only for sound.
We're done with this, right?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna exit here.
That dongle's red though.
I know. Isn't that the best dongle? Maki got it from me, of course. Maki's like, this is the one you need.
All right, y'all. So I guess we don't have all the world's problems solved, but we know what the problems are. So
Yeah, I mean we've got at least a baseline of 2 people, a microphone, and a camera,
well, I mean,
and it's a teleprompter.
yeah. I think like the
Everything beyond
teleprompter
that's-
situation's good. I think the audio quality's good. That's like a huge step right there.
Yeah.
We need to practice the teleprompter. And we need to get their Vodium.
Credentials.
And presumably, I think they've been using Vodium, and they probably have tuned it for Leslie. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you can tune like the speed.
This is perfect if like that's the if that's a teleprompter and they just want to be able to see reactions from the other people. This is actually a pretty good setup. Like I'm panning my eyes now between the teleprompter and the screen, and it's not like super noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Broadcasters, it looks okay.
Yeah. Can you take your glasses off just in case they?
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like looking at different ways of looking at the teleprompter.
I can barely notice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one nice thing the distance provides is less.
You can't see what's
angle
going on here, but
change.
the laptop's like right in front of the TV. It's a 55-inch TV, which is another 3 foot behind. But I could sit and actually look at the teleprompter, and if I'm looking at reactions, I literally just barely have to move my eyes up.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be fine.
So yeah, I mean, I think if we're planning to have the TV, if you think that makes sense, then yeah, the teleprompter on the laptop and I guess StreamYard and on the TV.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
as long as it's
perfect.
not too distracting, like Dave mentioned, looking off to the side at all. But
The wrinkle is if they say this laptop too small, and they'd rather have the text on the big TV. In which case, what we'll do is I'll connect this laptop to a nice camera. We'll put the nice camera on this, or connect this, and then put the teleprompter on the TV. You know what I mean?
And then the laptop's just not standing up.
This laptop's just
where
not
the
standing
camera
up.
is.
All it's doing is connecting the microphone.
Laptop's great though. I mean,
I know it
this
is.
is like if this was my scenario, this is what I'd want. I'd want the that to be 100% teleprompter and that 100% of like the broadcast, just so I could like. I'm not going to sit and watch the broadcast, but at least I can see reactions and react to them from like the other people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way I would suggest. But
so let me throw out one more idea. If you're looking for the idea of like having like a single person on frame, right? This is lower budget, maybe a little higher budget too, but it is a case where like if Dave and I are here, if we had like a second and a half transition, that's enough time for like Dave to get off screen and I can get centered.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We talked about that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I zoned out.
Well, especially if we're like full screening the winner reaction or something. I haven't seen the run of show, but full screening a winner reaction or bringing them on and showing them for a little bit or something like that. That's enough time to step out or step in, sort of thing.
Yeah, guys, how's this look like for a transition?
Elevator going down.
What's nice about yeah, I don't know. We'll try it.
A little physical comedy for intermission.
Okay, so maybe we don't need all this text.
Yeah, like just a little slide through transition or something like that would be enough time for like someone to step off if it's the other person can get like in closer to tell a story or
That's true.
something.
You're right.
Not a different.
Uh-oh. This is the other thing I was slightly concerned
What's
about.
happened?
There we
yeah,
go.
we had a hiccup on the video there.
What was the hiccup?
It just
Was it
froze
just
for
us?
a few seconds. Both cameras that we're seeing here froze for a few seconds.
Just on our end?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not on here, but I assume it's just your end.
Okay. So, is there a way to do? So like the laptop camera, is there a way to do a close up on that, or is that it?
Yeah.
How do you do it? From you guys?
You mean zoom in?
Yeah,
Yeah, to zoom in.
there's no zoom button that they can hit where it's going to make this camera zoom in.
No.
Okay.
We can switch like this, but that's all. And the other, for continuity's sake, the other interesting thing is we can't give the second camera a name tag, which does seem a little odd.
I think
we just have to run no name tags for this.
I think we're forgetting the second camera.
Hey,
I think we're saying
Oh, I gotcha.
we're just
what
gonna-
if we
go ahead.
had an extra browser? If we opened another browser, like an incognito window or something, and logged in there, and that was the second camera,
Same
same
issue.
latency, you think?
Same issue.
Wouldn't it treat it?
Actually, that's not a bad. If there's two cameras plugged into it, there may be a case where we could run two StreamYard sessions.
I think you can
As
even use the
long-
same camera twice if you did. I'm not sure. But
As long as it wouldn't, the part that I'm concerned about at that point is like processing power.
This
like
is a high-end
overloading the
This
laptop.
particular machine's high end.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that it wouldn't just like break down after a while or something. But yeah, I didn't even think about another separate.
That won't solve the issue because we still have the issue of like if you bring this camera off to like focus on the other one, there's not going to be a
no,
microphone
there's not a mic
unless
because the mic can only be connected to one.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Okay. Okay, I have 5 minutes to try it. Let's end the other
All right. So this is all right. So
Here, let me give you the mic and
now what happened? I think the StreamYard feed died. Oh, mouse. No,
what
so
happened? Did we kill the StreamYard feed?
so
no, we're
Right there. Oh, wait, hang on.
All right, so this is actually interesting.
I didn't even consider an incognito window
All right, so let's do this. Let's do.
or just a second browser window.
Can someone just drop the link to this StreamYard into the chat of Stream? Oh, that works too. Never mind. So let's go new incognito window here. Wow. Let's do. Apparently the caps lock was on, but whatever. We want this to be C9022.
On the Yeti.
So the microphone is the Yeti. Mm-hmm. The speaker is the Jabra. Mm-hmm. That's playing. Wait a second.
Maybe we just don't need to speak.
Yeah, that may not work. On the second. I have you muted right now. Sorry.
There we go.
So, Brett, I think when I shared my second camera, I don't think it was pulling audio from there. Could you hear me at all when I was doing that?
No, it doesn't. The second camera is camera only.
Oh, wait a second. Hello?
We're still getting reverb. Change on one of them. Change the sound to
The speaker?
Yeah, the speaker to nothing, or to something that isn't functional. I'm trying to think of how to do this to make it work. So we want one browser window to just be audio, and the second browser window to just be two cameras.
I think so, yeah.
All right, what happens if you bring me on screen twice? Hello. Test.
Still out of sync.
Wait, do it again, Brian.
Wave test.
Hello.
The wave.
We can't unmute both of them.
Which means that doesn't solve the problem. I mean, that literally doesn't solve the problem. All right, I'm gonna exit out of here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this in my office. Okay.
All right, so.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna have to be one camera, and then if it's a case where they want to do something singular, we just need like FMI logo going across, the food award logo going across the screen or something like that. So there's just an opportunity for someone to step off and someone else like get one-on-one.
I don't think that they'll be, requiring us to do that, or that they necessarily even want that.
I don't know what their expectations or what their experience is, but I mean, having a big ass TV right here, a teleprompter right here, and a fancy microphone right here looks professional. I mean, who knows what their expectations are, but
$1,500 worth of professional, but I think that's good.
We already burnt through that $1,500 with like the 19 of us.
For 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, I think the one camera is going to be sufficient.
And honestly, this is perfect too, because it's like one laptop, one microphone. The TV's connected to the same microphone. All we need to do is make this laptop. We need to change the video settings. So instead of mirroring this is more for like you to tell Joanna and everyone on day. Need to change the display so like one's monitor 1, the other one's monitor 2, so we can have teleprompter on the laptop that's up close and the browser on the second screen. I mean, that's the only alteration to JP's laptop that we need to do to get this work. So it's just real nice and easy.
And we're doing a full tech run on Monday, right, Brandon?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
Monday's a rehearsal, and then Tuesday is a tech session where just the remote folks, I think, are jumping into StreamYard so we can make sure cameras work. And
yeah, Brian, I may ask you to do those, at least 2 of them, because we have a CHA event on Tuesday, and I'm going to need to manage that a little bit. So I was planning to do that while the CHA Jeopardy was going on, but I think I want to focus
it's
a little
literally
bit.
a tech check where it's like, hey, hum a few bars, move your camera a little bit here.
Yeah,
and I'll make sure you know like exactly what to tell them, because 1, they don't know their winners, so we definitely don't want to spoil that. And 2, the plan is that they're just getting the training studio, and then when they come in for the tech check, we'll give them the main studio link for the next day, so they don't have multiple links that they're juggling.
Well, that's not next week, so we'll get that worked out.
No, that's next. Yeah, that's next week exactly.
We got a couple days to.
No, it's all good. Completely all good. In fact, worst case scenario, like maybe Friday or something like that. Maybe we just Brandon. Maybe it's just worth like scheduling 15 minutes, like in the afternoon on Friday, just so we can like all come into the same room, see if we learned anything new, or see if there's like the run of show or is established or whatever, just so we can prep for have a quick conversation so we're good on Monday and Tuesday.
Exactly, yeah, because it'll be early-ish on Mondays at 11. So
yeah, that would be good to.
And then maybe we can do the training together on Monday. There's 1 training at 1 o'clock. I'll do that with you, and then Tuesday there's 3 more.
There's like one-on-one trainings.
Not training. It's the tech check for the winners. So
tech checks, yeah. It's just one-on-one
Monday, and then 3 on Tuesday.
Okay.
So
that's all good.
Cool.
Okay, guys, I have to go. MJ has a concert.
Oh, nice. Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Brian, if you want to delete the YouTube.
No way. I'm promoting it on Facebook.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, y'all. Okay.
Sounds good. See ya.